The year is 300 AD. The sun bleeds crimson across the sky, casting long shadows over the blood river. King Dubula, a figure of granite and cruelty, surveys the scene. His 30 sons, a testament to his ruthless ambition, stand behind him, their faces mirroring the cold calculation in their father's eyes. Word has reached Dubula of pale-skinned raiders from the north, Vikings, who dare to set foot on his land. A snarl twists Dubula's lips. Let them come. The blood river will be their grave. Dubula, a king whose heart was as barren as the desert, views his warriors as mere extensions of his will. They are tools, to be used and discarded. He has chosen the blood river as his killing ground, its treacherous depths and hidden currents a greater threat than any Zulu impi. Fakalon, the Viking king, a mountain of a man with eyes like frozen lakes, leads his longship south. He hungers not just for gold, but for the glory of battle, the thrill of conquest. He has heard tales of Dubula, this savage king, and a fire burns in Fakalon's soul. He will test his warriors against the best Zululand has to offer. The clash is a whirlwind of brutality. The Vikings, clad in leather and iron, surge from their longships, their axes raised in a deafening war cry. The Zulus, armed with their umkhonto, assegais, and ihawu, shields, meet the charge with a disciplined ferocity that matches the Norsemen's raw power. The air is thick with the clang of steel, the guttural roars of warriors, and the sickening thud of flesh being pierced. Dubula watches from a rise, his face a mask of indifference. He sees his warriors fall, impaled on Viking axes, dragged beneath the churning waters of the blood river. He sees Vikings, their faces contorted in rage, cut down by Zulu assegais. But he feels nothing. Only a cold, calculating satisfaction. The river runs red, as he intended. The Vikings, though fierce, are ill-prepared for the Zulu tactics. The umkhonto, light and deadly, finds the gaps in their defenses. The ihawu, used with skill and precision, deflects their heavy axes. And the river itself becomes a weapon. Zulus, familiar with its currents, use them to their advantage, flanking the Vikings, dragging them under, their screams swallowed by the rushing water. Fakalon fights like a cornered lion, his axe a blur of death. But the Zulus are relentless, their numbers overwhelming. He sees his men falling. Their courage no match for the cunning of Dubula's strategy and the Zulus' intimate knowledge of the terrain. He knows defeat when he sees it. Fakalon signals a retreat. The surviving Vikings scramble back to their longships, leaving behind a battlefield littered with the dead and dying. But the Zulus are relentless. They pursue the retreating Vikings, their assegais finding their marks even as the longships attempt to escape. The river, now truly a river of blood, claims more Viking lives. Dubula, unmoved by the carnage, watches as the last longship disappears downriver. The Vikings are defeated. The blood river has delivered. He turns away, a cruel smile playing on his lips. He will feast tonight, and tomorrow, he will plan his next conquest. Such is the way of King Dubula, the Heartless. The Zulus have won.